Hi kids, how are you? So let's continue with history, chapter 3, the Delhi Sultans. Okay, so regarding the Delhi Sultans, what did you hear? The last thing I said you is regarding, we were talking about Minhaj-e-Siraj, the thoughts, correct? What did he advise the rulers, the kings? What is the need to preserve? Which ideals or which ideas are necessary to maintain, which ideas are necessary to maintain the administration of the kingdom. The two ideas which he gave suggestions were birthright and gender distinction. Now kids, what do you mean by birthright? Birthright means if a person is born in a farmer's family, he has to do farming only. He cannot do anything else. Same way, if a person is born in a family of money lenders, you know who are money lenders? Money landlords, money lenders, they are the people who give money, and the person who wants money, like especially the farmers, if they require money, they go to the money lenders and they keep their land on, like they say, you give me money, and till that time, till I don't return the money, by the time, like for example, they say within 6 months, then this land will be yours, that way. And what happens normally, the farmers are not able to pay the money on time, and these landlords get the lands. Fine. So a person born as a land in a family of a landlord, the child also, when he grow up, he will become a landlord. Clear? And then a family who collects revenue. Now kids, what are revenue? It is the money which the king's people, they collect from the farmers. Why this is required? Because king need to give money to the soldiers, correct? The soldiers are working for the king. So from where the king will give money? The king will collect from the kingdom, from the farmers. That is called revenue. Correct? So this way, now the people who are born in, people who are born who collects revenue, the children also when they grow up, they will do the same work. This is what the rule of, the rule which was advised by Minhaj-e-Sira to the kings. Now because of this, what will happen, kids? The rich will become more rich, the poor will become more poor. Correct? And the second point which he emphasized, which he forced like more, okay, this is better if we do, then the administration will be maintained smoothly, was gender discrimination. Now kids, gender means man and woman, girl and boy, correct? Feminine, masculine. Gender means girl and a boy. So he wanted that distinguish, boys can do this work, only boys, only men can be the king, girls cannot be the queens, like they can't take care of the whole kingdom, then girls cannot go to school. So all these rules he wanted it, he made, he advised kings that we should keep it, we should follow it. Correct? So in short, if you go to see, he was not ready, he was not accepting girls to be empowered, he was not accepting girls to be powerful. Even girls can do all the work that boys can do, correct? Yeah, but there were in those days, because these both ideologies were followed, so the women were not given much rights. Okay, but in those days only, there was one sultan named Ittusmis. Okay, in 12th, in the year, in which century? In 12th century only. The date given is in 1236. Okay, the year 1236. There was a sultan Itu Itutmis. Okay, when he was dying, he had sons also. He had 3 to 4 sons and 1 daughter. But while dying, he declared, after me, the throne will be given to my daughter. The name of the daughter was Razia. What was the name? Razia. Though the people did not like it, but it was the order of the king, so they had to follow it. And so Razia Sultan became the Sultan. She was the queen who took care of the kingdom, and she took it very well, the care of the whole kingdom. Okay, but then she was removed because of all the people, the men. They did not like it. They went on playing tricks, and just in 4 years she was removed from the throne. Okay, so if we go to see Minhaj-e-Siraj, his thoughts about these both ideologies were not correct. Then you also, in those days, though these ideologies were followed, one was Razia Sultan, the girl who became the queen and took care of the whole kingdom. And those days it was like whoever the king is, the coin was of their names. Their faces are carved on the coin and the names were written. Then there was another queen also who took in charge of whole kingdom. The name of the king was Rudra Mahadevi. What was it? Rudra Mahadevi. In the year 1262, she became the queen of Kakatiya dynasty of Warangal, of which Kakatiya dynasty of Warangal. It is a part of Andhra Pradesh. She also had many challenges from the men, but she fought it and she tried to manage the kingdom very well. Then there was one more queen who beautifully managed her kingdom, and that was in Kashmir. Her kingdom was in Kashmir. Okay, and she was so good. She treated the kingdom people so good. The people with respect, they gave that queen the name as Dida. And the coin also, on the coin also it was written the word Dida. Dida means a sister. Okay, with love and affection, people used to call that queen as Dida. So this is how, though there was two gender followed like birthright and gender distinctions, there were many queens who became very powerful and they very well managed the kingdoms. Okay kids, we stop over here. We continue next time. Till then, see you. Bye bye.